Okay, here we are at Roosevelt House. So Roosevelt is a little bit busier of a street. It's not terrible though. There's the next block up on the left, I'm sure you saw on the map, there's a park. And then just kind of a view down the road. Mostly this area is older homes that are kind of being fixed up. The flip that we just did is like 2 blocks away. But here's the place. Obviously it's right on an alley. There's some bigger trees that probably need a little bit of attention. Got a fire hydrant right out front. Probably irrigation, I'm guessing. And then I'll just walk around over here. There's a newish, it looks like probably a duplex right next door. Alleyway. And then there's a garage to the side that I'll get in from the other side. It needs a little bit of help, but I think it's fine. I mean, if you look here at the roof, let me see if I can jump up here. Looks like it's in pretty good physical condition. Not brand new, but it looks like it's in good physical condition. It looks like there's just one layer here. Air conditioner is modern. I don't know, let's see if there's a date on here anywhere. It might be on the back there, but not I mean, it's not brand new, but it's probably not more than a few years old. Head over into the house. Obviously the landscaping's been neglected for a while, so that wouldn't take much to clean it up and get it looking a lot better. This place has been painted terribly everywhere. So you can see there's overspray all over the foundation. Beyond that, it just needs some cleanup. There's dirt and spider webs and stuff everywhere. So when you come in, you're in this living room. There's definitely like a musty funk in here. I can't tell if somebody smoked here like a year or two ago for a while, or if there were some dogs here that weren't very well cared for, or all of that. But you can see like these are older baseboards. They're just 1x4s. But the install job's not great. They haven't been kept. Somebody just threw slapped a coat of paint on here, but like they didn't cut in. You can see there's all the edging around here has different sheen of paint. Somebody just did a poor job. So interior, I think it's new paint. It's just not, it's been done really poorly. But also relatively modern windows. They look like they're all vinyl. They're not new, but they're, I don't know, they're probably 10 or 15 years old, something like that. So not like single pane original windows. This is it, a living room here. It's a good sized living space. I don't know, 20 by 20 feet, maybe a little smaller, but good sized living space. And the kitchen is straight back here. It looks like this flooring has just been recently put in, but I'll head down the hallway here. So if I turn left, hallway, to the right here is the bathroom. And like a typical kind of older house, all of the floor has like unevenness to it. And you can even see like in this threshold, I think you can, it lumps up here. There might be a different level of, sorry, I turned the phone, that'd probably give you a headache, but there's like a good 1/2 inch difference in the flooring here. And there's probably just a different substrate under the bathroom. But here's a bathroom. It's kind of a long, narrow bathroom, but got a single piece fiberglass insert, stool, stock kind of crappy vanity, and there's toilet paper and a hat. You can see this door is really dirty. Head back down to, oh, I think the furnace is in here behind this wall. Actually, or it might be in the attic above here, but I can't find any way to access it. Let's see. Should have done this before I turned on no, that's just filter access. But there's like a cavity here. The filter is right here, sorry. And I can't find a furnace anywhere else. So it's either behind the wall here, which would not make any sense, or it might be in the attic above us here. Anyhow, first bedroom right here. It's an okay sized bedroom. This main area is probably 10 by 9, and then there's a small little entranceway here that gives you a little bit more space. And there's a small closet here. It's 2 by 2 feet, something like that. And you can probably see like totally uneven paint all over the place. And all this just poor cutting in. Then heading back over to the other bedroom here. About the same size. This room is probably 10 by 12 or 13, something like that. It's a bigger closet there. Doors have been taken off, but a window overlooking the alley here, and then this window looks out the front of the street. We'll head back through the kitchen here to give you a feel for that. Older refrigerator, old cabinets. It looks like somebody slapped a newer countertop on top of there. An old, that's probably a cast iron sink. And somebody put a couple tiles in there, a little backsplash. But yeah, I mean, older cabinets that, I mean, you could paint these, but they've got kind of a funky design to them too. There's not much counter space. I mean, essentially that is it. On the flip side here, you've got your fridge, an oven, and then there's kind of a dead space here. You could put a small bank of cabinets there and add a little bit more storage and counter space, but that's kind of it here. And then I'll head down to the basement, which is through here. This had to have been an addition at some point. I'm guessing that this basement access was probably outside at some point. Here's your panel. So it's all on breakers. They're older, but it's all breakers. But you can see like the roof here is slanted. It just looks and feels like an addition. The floors, I can feel it's a little uneven. But heading down to the basement here. And these are not, she said, full height. It's about 6'3" because my hair is dragging on the roof, the ceiling here. It's not like uncomfortably low, but it's definitely not. These aren't 7-foot ceilings. It's 6'2.5" maybe. And then there is an egress window right here. And there's a closet here, and back behind the closet is the water heater. I'm assuming that's an electric water heater. I can't see the top of it, but I don't see any venting, so there's that. There's a hole in the wall right here. The water main is just right back through there. And then this is just a concrete floor. There's a drain here, and somebody just rolled this carpet out. I don't think it's even, yeah, I guess it is glued down, but the floor is uneven down here. So, I mean, you'd want to either abandon this drain altogether and have somebody come in and level these floors out and roll some new carpet out would be my guess. It looks like some of the plumbing has been updated. I just peeked in here. You can see there's PEX. There's some newer Romex wiring down here. I can see some old abandoned galvanized steel lines there. I don't know if the whole house has been redone with PEX, but at least from a plumbing standpoint, that's a good sign. And heading out to the backyard. Oh, sorry, there's laundry right here in this room. There's a spot there for a washer and a dryer. Heading out to the backyard. This backyard has not been touched for a very long time, so you need to do something. I think this is bamboo, but a bunch of bamboo on this side. There's your egress window over here for the basement. And then the yard, it's fine size-wise. It just needs to be loved. I've revived yards like this many times, so it's not impossible. It just takes a little effort. And then here's your garage. So there's access from the garage in the back here. But as you can see, like, the concrete is shearing off. It's all uneven. I mean, if you're just gonna park your car here, it's not that big of a deal, but you could put a garage door on there and have a 1-car garage and it'd be fine. It would just fit the 1 car, and you might be able to have like a shelf or a workbench or something over here, but it would be tight. It doesn't look like there's any lights here, but there's outlet up there. There's an outlet on the wall here, so you could put a light in here if you wanted, and I don't even know if you'd have clearance you might have clearance for like a low clearance garage door opener, but you can see there's like less than a foot between the top of the garage door and the ceiling, so that might be a challenge. That being said, that's the house. I'm sorry I can't get to the furnace. I'll take another look and see if I can get in there somehow, get a better idea.